Hey YouTube family, it's Lynn here again with Lynn and Things. And my thing this evening is going to be a nice little tea drink that I'm going to make tonight because it's so cold and it's so snowy outside, and all I want to do is just sit down and have a nice warm cup of tea. So I made what I call a green coconut dream, okay? And what that is this green tea with coconut. I love this. And isn't this can so pretty, guys? I love it. It's Harney and Sons. I found it at my local grocery store, but I've also found it in Walmart. I put coconut cream in, and as always, I always put me some honey, y'all. I love honey in my tea. I'm not too crazy about putting sugar in my tea, but I love honey in my tea. So I've already put all of my ingredients in my little cute little mug here, and the cream is made it nice and white, but I'm gonna show you one of the tea bags, how it comes. So the tea bags are like these little triangles. See that, guys? You just see the real green. I love it. So those are the tea bags, and I always use two because I like my tea to be strong. And see, by that being a green tea, it's really light. So I like to use two to make it strong. But I made my tea so we can have like a little sit down and a little chat. Because I had somebody asking me about my art wall. I have a lot of different art on my wall, and someone was asking me like, "Ooh, did you do that?" So I said I wanted to give a little background. So we're gonna have a little chat and tea. Okay, so I'm gonna take you guys over to the art wall. Okay, guys. So this is kind of usually where I do my filming, right here by my what I call my gallery at home. Okay, so me painting kind of started about 5 years ago. I've always loved to be creative though. Always like to make things if I could myself. I'm such a DIY person. I feel like if it's something that I can try to make myself, I do. Well, the painting kind of started because some friends of mine's, we went out to a painting sip in our local area. We went to a paint studio, okay? And so I was like, when they suggested, let's go do a painting sip, I was thinking, that sounds really interesting. That sounds like it can be fun. Yeah, let's do that, right? So we get to the gallery, and I see that there's a picture up that everybody in the place is going to be painting, okay? So it's like instructor led, all right? So you go in and everybody is sitting at their seats, and you have your little canvas up, and you get your paints and your brushes and things like that. But the picture, y'all, that they had up was a skyline of Chicago, okay? And I was thinking, whoa, this is my first time kind of actually painting on a canvas like that. How am I going to be able to do that? So the lady starts to lead us and tell us what to do, and I noticed that it's like really art is just like the way that they do it or the way that they lead it is really just a lot of lines, shapes, and things like that. So they may say draw a line in a picture in the middle of your picture. They may say draw so many boxes and things like that. So once she started to do that and going step by step, it became really easy, and the picture started to come into focus. I really liked it. So once we drew out the city, then we had to paint it, right? So we got to painting it, and of course you have to do some shading in some areas and things like that. So I brought my Chicago picture in here because it's a picture that I had hanging in my room. So I brought it in so you guys could see my very first paint and sip picture. For those who have never seen it, this is it. And so as you can see, all the buildings and like the windows, the sky, and I don't know if you can tell, have some little birds up there. I was so proud of my first little picture, y'all. So proud of it. And then, of course, you have to initial your artwork. So that's my little initials down at the bottom. So I was like, wow, guys, that was really fun. So we wound up doing it again maybe a couple of months down the road. And so when I went and did that one, it was also instructor led. And so that, I'm going to tilt the camera a little bit. That would be the picture over that looks gray and blue. That's the second picture I went and did at a actual studio. Had fun doing that. Well, because I'm real close to my girls. We like to do stuff together as a family. I was thinking, I want my girls to kind of experience this too, you know. But our schedules would not allow. It's like we could just not get it together where we could all go together and do a paint and sip together, right? So the DIY person in me thought, you know what, maybe we could do it at home. So I went to I think Dollar Tree. I went to Five and Below, and I went to this place called Dee Dee's. I don't know if you're a place where you maybe have a Dee Dee's, but it kind of puts you in the mind of a Ross. Okay, and so I was able to buy canvases and paint, and so then I had to think, well, what are we going to paint? You know, because I had been to 2 paint sips that were lead, so it was like the person told you what to do. This, I'm, you know, winging it. I'm doing it on my own. But my girls, they kind of got the creative gene like me. They are very, very creative as well. So our first one, we were home, and I believe it was the 4th of July. I think we came back home and just wanted something to do. So I was like, let's paint. And so I love Black Panther. I've told you guys that. So I looked up a picture of a Black Panther, and I painted the Black Panther. My daughter Mashari, her first picture was this picture here with the flower. Now she didn't draw. I drew out the flower for her, but she did all the painting and things herself. So all the colors and everything. That's her very first painting at home. But my younger daughter Shaylin, oh my goodness, when I say y'all creative, her first picture was what I call Cosmic Girl. I love this picture. It's like a cosmic Afro girl or something. So when we started, she had drew out the girl, and I think she Googled it or Googled the image, but she had drew the young lady, drew the eyes, the Afro, and she had only did like the purple. It looks like purple and yellow there, but it's more like a peach and purple design on her. She had only did that. Then she took another day, and she came in and she put little sparkles in the hair. I don't know if you can see it from here, but she did an amazing job. So that was her very first. So the flower and Afro Girl were my girls' first paintings at home. So we fell in love with painting. And as you can see, you know, our wall started to get kind of full. But I did get the chance to take my girls to the studio. For one of their birthdays are 6 days apart. So I asked, you know, each one what they would like to do. They both wanted to do a painting sim, but they wanted to actually go to the studio. So we picked a night and we went. It just so happened the night that we went, it was where you kind of do your own thing. It was not instructor led. It was like they had you to look in the book. You found the picture that you want. And, you know, it has all these pages behind it. That's the step-by-step. What do you do to paint this thing? I really wanted them to have the experience, though, of the instructor leading it. But as creative as they are, they did a wonderful job. So if you can see up top there, the blue turtle, that's what Shaylin picked. And she did great. She painted that. Now, Mashari wanted to keep her painting in her room, so she painted, it looked like a building, like a walk-up, and then it has a little pretty little bicycle in front of it, but it's in her room. So I don't have that picture back here. But, and I did the African lady, let me take you up, with the yellow. And I love the different color scarf she has on. So that's the painting I did when we went to the studio together. But right after that, you know, we just started wanting to paint whenever we felt like it. And the pictures were starting to add up around the house. So I said, you know what? I think I want to put all of our paintings or all of our art, or at least most of it, in one spot and make it like our own art gallery. So that's, guys, how I have this gallery wall. So every picture on this wall, it is a part of me. It's a part of my daughters. Everything has been painted by us with the exception of one painting, and that's this flower here. Now, I had a painting set for my nieces and nephews here at my house. When we had that, what we painted was, it's kind of high up there, guys, is that rainbow tree up there. We all did this rainbow tree, and everybody loved doing it so much that they got done, and they were like, well, I want to paint some more. I want to paint some more. So everybody painted another picture. So my niece was like, you know, she took home her rainbow tree, but she's like, Auntie, I'm going to leave that one with you so you can put it on your gallery wall. So I thank my niece for that. It's beautiful. It just adds to our wall. And the wall is kind of full now, so I don't know where else we're going to start putting them, but We love being creative like that. We love it. So I also wanted to take you over to my little decor that I did for Valentine's Day. So I'm going to show you that right quick and kind of explain some of the things that 95% of the things that are over there is from Dollar Tree. So either I crafted something or added a little something, but it was all made with Dollar Tree items. Y'all, I love Dollar Tree. It's just so much you can find there. I love it. So I'm going to take you over there and show you what I've done for my Valentine's Day decor. Okay guys, now we're over by the Valentine's Day wall. As you can see up top, if you haven't seen the video already, I'll try to link it in here. The Valentine's pictures I made using the Dollar Tree. I had some frames. I used some of the galvanized words and some of those grapevine hearts. The African lady in the middle, this was a craft I did maybe 2 years ago. I started seeing these wreaths made this way and I fell in love with it. So this was like my very first time doing a wreath. So it was like, it was new to me. So I made her, and so I just put her back on the wall because I thought it looked cute. And then if you saw the Dollar Tree haul I did where I picked up this sign in the middle, one of the galvanized hearts was broken off of it. So I wound up putting like that cork. I had that cork board I got from Dollar Tree. So I wound up putting that cork board heart in the middle. I switched it out and I put that one in the middle because it just kind of matched with my little African girl up there. Then I also got, I'm going to bring it a little closer to the table. I was so in love with this. If you can see this truck, this Valentine's Day truck, I put it together in one sign. I don't know if you can see this, but the love sign, I had been looking for this at Dollar Tree for a while. I found one. So I combined the truck sign, because this was a sign that you would hang up on the wall. I combined it to this and made it, if you can see, I made it one piece. So I made it a standing or free standing sign. And then you see the little things we have here. They're part of the fairy garden things at Dollar Tree. I just got a couple of them. I thought they were cute. They're sweets, and you know, Valentine's Day, sweet, something like that. I also picked up the gnome. Now, I'm not big on the gnomes, y'all, but a lot of people are in love with those gnomes. They really do like them. So I saw that particular one, and I liked it because it was kind of going with some of the shimmery, shiny things on the table. So I made that. I put something on the back to make it stand up by itself. So that was another one. And then I have these lights. Dollar Tree had these pretty lights. And then they had these cute stickers. I love conversation hearts. I love eating them. So I put a couple of conversation hearts around that. And I put some of the pretty lights just to kind of brighten up the table. And then I also did this sign, this love sign, and put a little lights on that. So that's my tablescape for Valentine's Day. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this video, in this chat. Okay guys, that's the end of my little art tour and my little crafts and my Valentine's Day table. I just want to say thank you so much, family, friends, newbies, for clicking on this, watching this. Please, if you like this content, please like, share, hit that little notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be the first to know. Thank you guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night, and don't forget, all things are possible with God.